Hello and welcome back to Something About Sex, the best podcast at Westminster University, may I add. Today we are talking about music and gender equality in the music industry. And I'm joined today with Adil, aka Sincerely A. Everyone give it up for Adil.
Yo, who's doing? You alright?
How you doing?
I'm good. Sorry.
What's funny?
No, I'm just nervous. But yeah.
So, how are you finding music so far?
Oh no, I'm finding it pretty good to be fair. I like the energy and vibe everyone kind of gives off in the classroom. It's actually really lit.
Nice. Okay. So I have a few questions for you today. Number one being, how do you think society view male rappers compared to female rappers?
I think that is very subjective if you look at it, to be fair. Obviously, through history, through the creation of hip-hop, it was mainly male-dominated compared to mainly females. And especially when females did come to the game, it was never mainly on the same level at the same time, because the music industry didn't see as females as the same level as male rappers compared to them. But eventually through time, now you got people like Nicki Minaj, Megan Thee Stallion, you got Cardi B, so women that actually even outshine certain male rappers that are supposed to be probably bigger, better. So, they have made steps into more, women have made more steps into the rap game.
Yeah.
To even outshine certain men or veterans that's been in there for many years.
Would you still say there's like a bias in the rap industry though?
I don't think so. Because right now, yeah, you know what? Really much you can tell about certain new upcoming female rappers like Ice Spice, certain women. Like there is a very big market for female rappers. Because clearly they're making bags, they're making loads of money from this compared to males.
I have a question for you. Do you think it's harder for a male or female to break into the industry right now?
Ah, man. See, you're asking subjective questions, though. That's the thing. It just depends on the standpoint you look at stuff. Because literally anyone realistically can blow up with like certain platforms, like basically like TikTok, innit? If it's good enough, catchy enough to anyone and appeals to anyone, like, you know what I'm saying? It will catch on. So it's like, it's not really, it's kind of hard to say one or the other, innit? But if I really think about it, I think it's pretty equal. If you're talking about in that sense.
Yeah, I agree at this point. I feel like TikTok is a big thing breaking into the industry now.
Yeah. You could literally say, I can't lie, more times some of the songs that come out there is the most dumbest something. Sometimes it can be the most dumbest things or the most like simplest stuff, but it's so repetitive and you get so far in it. But at the same time, still that's either breaking in and they get their 15 minutes of fame and then they're done.
Well, think like Moo by Doja Cat. That's what made her famous. And look, it's Doja Cat now.
Yeah, man said, I remember singing. I listened to that song the first time, and I was thinking, man said, was that a bitch? What, bitch? I'm a cow.
Bitch, I'm a cow.
Yeah, that one. The bars weren't boring on that one.
I'm not a cat.
Yeah. But to be fair, yeah, she did use that as a platform to boost her career. And to be fair, she does have good lyrics and she has a good, decent voice when she comes in singing and stuff like that, and when she's rapping in it. So it does have a place,
Yeah. Commercially, who do you think does better, female or male artists?
Females, man.
Do you think?
Come on. Commercially, honestly.
Do you think?
What do you think males?
I think like Bruno Mars, think Justin Bieber.
But you're talking about commercial. You know what it is, yeah? I can see more time a lot of females in like adverts, all that kind of stuff like that, and be marketed more easier than males. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
Why is it interesting?
I think males.
Well, okay. Wow. Okay. Give me your point from that.
Okay, when you stop ruffling your
Sorry.
Commercially, do you mean like adverts or like musically?
Are you talking about musically? Like what?
I don't know. They were your questions, Adil.
No, you know what it is. You know what it is. Sometimes I forget my own questions when I wrote certain reasons in it. But at the same time, I think if I'm talking on a stand, okay, if you're talking about a standpoint of music in it, then males. Because, bro, I can't lie. You can look from my playlist in it. Yeah, it all depends what you listen to. Well, rappers, I listen to mainly male rappers. To be fair, and that's just because I don't know. It's kind of the only thing I've been listening to be fair, recently.
What, just males?
Yeah, but for musically, I listen to more singers than females.
Do you think male artists are given a higher advance than female artists?
If I'm being honest, I don't think the do I actually think females get paid less than... No, because you know what it is? Even with that, yeah, anyone can be finessed in the music industry. It depends who... It's basically just on the case of if you're you're smart enough to make the right decisions. Because anyone can take advantage of you. There's been cases when artists have been, public, being around, and they literally get the little amount of money. It's how you carry yourself. Don't let yourself, when you go into the music industry, be taken like an idiot.
Yeah.
You can't be like, oh, I didn't know this. I thought I was signing. No, you need to know everything. Don't sign shit. Don't do anything that if you haven't read through or got someone else to read through that you can trust to actually explain through what's happening. Because people have been robbed blind, taking advantage of men. Because if someone can see the potential in you and you don't see that yourself in it, hey, you're not gonna have a future in music if you don't know your wealth and your self-worth.
I think sometimes people get so caught up in the idea of it that they forget they can be scammed as well.
No, because they think, not everyone, I'll be real, yeah, as much as like you might think, yeah, everyone's trying to help, more time people have good intentions, but you can't trust everyone you meet, and especially in the music industry, it's a dog-eat-dog world, innit? And like you're literally just swimming in it, and there's bare people trying to get a piece of you. I can't lie.
Yeah, people are in it for the money a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So they'll do whatever they need to do to get paid.
It depends what like the reasons why you're in. If you're a person who generally loves music, obviously you will go far in it because you're not only just thinking about the money. But if you're only money hungry, then yeah, okay, you might want to do it for the money reasons, and it might work, it might not, in it. But it's probably my personal opinion. It doesn't give like, I don't know, it doesn't give that kind of organic feeling that you really want to do this as a thing that you're just passionate about. You know?
Yeah, I agree. I think it still happens, but I agree with what you're saying. Okay, so to wrap this up, how do you think we can overcome the gender barriers in the music industry?
I feel like with that, it's just like, everyone just needs to start taking themselves more serious when it comes to music, innit? Because I feel like more time now, music is just a get rich quick scheme. Because I see so many people start doing it. Obviously, some people have a passion, some people are in for the other reasons, innit? And I will say this, with women, it's like, I know so many girls who talk facts when they're spitting bars, and they're coming from places where, like, when they're trying to do like a male-dominant game with rap, but then they get outshined by certain rappers, like, Ice Spice, the girls who want to talk about like shaking ass, all this kind of stuff. And even with male rappers, I'm not trying to hear someone trying to stab someone up or like rip someone's flesh out, talk about how they're making women, like treating women like shit in it, because that shit gets repetitive, it gets annoying, and it just doesn't give a good image. Because why would you want to listen to that on repeat? Because I know guys who listen to drill, stuff like that, on repeat every single day, and I'm thinking to myself, bro, do you know exactly what they're saying? It's because as much with music in it, it's all about what you sell yourself as. And that's why certain people who do like drill rap or certain stuff can't be marketed very well, because you can't market someone just glorifying crimes and killing people. And I feel like that's what we need to overcome, is that the message we need to put. That's the thing to get over these gender barriers. The message we put, because think about it, music inspires generations. For me, when I was young, I got inspired by Michael Jackson. I got inspired by Beyonce. I got inspired by like Jason, a lot of different artists when I was growing up to make the music, and understand why I love singing so much in it. But if you put a bad narrative, that's what now kids gonna think. You know what? I need to start writing about this stuff. I'll make music like this. That's what they think, innit? It's the image and what you want to portray yourself. That's what we need to look at and rethink when we're doing this.
So what do you think the message should be for a lot of people?
I think you know what it is. There's a difference between living that life and not living that certain life. Some people go through certain things, and I can understand they want to talk about their music.
Yeah.
You do it. But more time people lie about that stuff.
Yeah.
And, they can rap cap, they can say they did this and that, but they never did. Obviously, sometimes, I've had conversations, it can sound cool, it sounds cold. Sometimes I don't care in it. But then it's like, when you do it so much to the point, it feels like there's no... It's not a lot of longevity. It's not going to last long. Because it will get played out, get dull, and you're like, okay, I don't want to listen to this person anymore. You want to spice it up, you want to be different, you want to branch out to new different things. That's what,
Yeah, I agree. Okay, well, thank you for being on the podcast today, Adil.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure having you.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your music journey here at Westminster.
Of course.
That is it from us today. Thank you so much for listening.